We're about to make it a real quick office hour right quick. I don't know why I even call it office hour, because I do it in way less than an hour. But yeah, today's video, bro, in the background,
you ain't got no option.
my boy Astro Dior, bro. My boy Astro Dior, why too many options have destroyed dating. For men, that is, right?
Had women at one time.
Guys aren't meant to see this many hot bitches.
Back in the olden days, they would see 200 baddies in their whole life. And now it's like they are desensitized.
The problem is y'all let social media think you had all these options. Baby, you ain't got no options.
Fellas, stop thinking
you got options. You do have options. But the issue, I feel like, lies when you are, you know, trying to settle down and you can't you can't settle because you constantly thinking about this person, this could be somebody here, this could be somebody here, this could be but there's plenty of options for both, for male and female.
you could get girls like this,
Oh shit, apparently for
like
both
this.
men and women.
It's not real.
This is the most baddie
fix both.
saturated era in
same.
human history.
Right.
Back in the day, your dating options were probably the nice girl from church who sat a few pews down, or the handsome young
shit.
man who held the door open for you at the grocery store, or maybe even the delivery man who smiled a little too long when he handed you your package. It was limited, it was human, but it was enough. Fast forward to today, you can scroll past 35 faces on Tinder before you even brush your teeth. And you may be thinking, isn't this a good thing? There are so many options, that means everybody can find their true love, right? Wrong, because too many options isn't creating more love, it's actually killing it. Welcome to the Girl Talk,
For sure.
right?
Absolutely.
Wrong.
It's just too many. It's too many faces. If you can't like take a step back and realize you gonna run into something that's going to, for my people that are in relationships, if you can't take a step back and realize you're gonna run into something that's gonna, you know, shake up the boat, and you might be thinking about jumping ship and trying to get back on your boat real fast because you wanted to go and be a pirate and get on somebody else's boat, get somebody else's booty. It gets scary, bruh. You need to understand that your boat, you know your boat, you rocking with your boat. It's a beautiful boat. There's going to be other beautiful, larger boats. But this is your boat. You feel me? This is your crew here. Your shipmates and everything. Don't sink your boat or get your other boat raided by other pirates because you wanted to go jump shit.
You didn't know you needed. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy. I know you don't just give those out for free. Media has created this illusion that there's just always someone out there that's better. And that illusion is changing everything.
Social media has made us feel like there's better. Like there's always better.
Grass is
And the
greener
thing is,
syndrome.
Boy, it's crazy. Now it's kind of like, yeah, she's nice, but this one's got a bigger and this one's got
social media has made things are more accessible.
Yeah.
Because instead of people just seeing each other as human beings,
Now, again, this didn't stop certain things in the past, though. We do have to remember, niggas just been cheating for a long time, from the beginning of time to come.
Bro, bitches
But,
been prostitutes.
You know, maybe the rates are
a long
higher,
time
but it's
ago.
been happening.
it's starting to become
just
like scrolling through a menu. You glance over the menu,
Niggas
see
been
something
slanging
you
that
like, you may want
since the beginning
to
of time.
sample it if you
talking
catch
about?
my drift. But if you don't enjoy the full meal, what are you gonna do? You're gonna push it aside and order a new one.
These young girls, they have so many options for guys. So these young girls, they f around with guys. Guys are disposable. They don't give a shit because they have too many options. And it's literally like abundance times 1,000.
Dating apps
That's true, but it's also like, I feel like that's real life as well. Like, I guess it just adds a different element because of social media. Like maybe and the real beautiful woman in her area is getting hit on by a bunch of dudes, but then it got really crazy when the internet came and the NFL millionaire was now able to access her, when at one point it's just the relatively wealthy guy that better did. But now, you know what I'm saying, and you can see Drake in your girl DMs. Now it's different because now the internet. So there's that also.
Make it seem like endless options are a win, but the real win is when scrolling actually gives something back to you. And that's exactly what Cash Giraffe, the sponsor of this video, does.
Oh, I like that. Great brand integration. Great job. I hope you make good money off of that.
900 phone else. Something else being endless attractive people. Back in the olden days, maybe 20, 30 years ago, I'm only
the olden days.
20 something, so don't fact check me because I was still in diapers. But your dating pool was whoever you bumped into at work, maybe at school, through friends. And you kind of had to put in the work to find your true match.
In the 70s and 80s, meeting someone meant putting yourself out there. You'd strike up a conversation at a party or lock eyes at a bar or nervously dial their home phone number after getting it from.
That's crazy. That one right there is crazy. You know what I'm saying? She give you the number, it's a home phone number, so you got to call and somebody pops in, hello? That's a quick, easy, boop, hang that up. You feel me? But if you really feeling so, is so-and-so there? Who is this? Exposing, yo, you didn't have no privacy back then.
A mutual
I couldn't
friend.
imagine.
There was no swiping. There were no algorithms. It was just good old-fashioned courage and luck.
If they weren't your type, maybe not a match. Tough luck. You either settled or waited until fate brought you your person. That's until dating apps came onto the scene. Apps like Tinder, Hinge, Bumble suddenly turned what used to be rare into something endless. So instead of maybe meeting someone at school, at work, on the bus, now you have a whole lineup of strangers in your pocket waiting to be swiped on. Suddenly, love stopped being a slow burn that you just stumbled into. It was something quick that you could find straight from your phone. And at first glance, people thought this was amazing because that excitement of my dream man may bump into me at work turned into my dream man is right here in my phone.
Y'all are always asking me, where do I find the men that I be talking to? I just find them online, okay? And ain't nothing better, no better dating app than the OG Tinder, okay?
The best dating app is Hinge. They literally say the app that's meant to be deleted. If you cannot find somebody on Hinge.
So, it's just that certain apps were built for that shit. Certain apps were built to be like, yo, once you get on here, we already know what your intention is. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that your intention is being like exposed like that. I think that's what scares people. Or that's what weirds people out a lot. It's the fact that, yo, we know you're on there purely for just dating. So like, you know what I'm saying? Might just be like on some, hey, kind of feels desperate. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's pick me vibes. It's like, yo, you can't do it in real time, in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? What makes you so incapable? So it's that whole picture. It's that whole optic about it. You feel me? Like, yo, you're incapable of doing like the real life tasks. You feel what I'm saying? Whereas, for example, on IG, I hit somebody up on the DMs. I literally, number one, I just turned that shit into a dating app, right? Because I'm trying to initiate some dates, all that kind of shit, right? Come on, bro.
Romantic situation, whether that's a relationship or that's a, a good time. But like, I guess it's just not the vetting process that I like. Like, I like I've seen this person, I've had this conversation with this person, it don't look like, maybe it was a hi and bye, then maybe it was a quick conversation and it was a boom and we've seen this, but I don't like the pull up, pull up straight to a B&B, like imagine pulling straight up to somebody's spot off of not even knowing what the deal is, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I guess to me it's crazy, but to others it's not. But there need to be some type of vetting process. I advise anybody that's doing something like this to at least y'all go eat something real quick or meet somewhere. And then if y'all like, oh, let's get it popping, or we go to the crib, and you just got to trust that when you get there, your kidneys aren't getting stolen. Your body's not being used as a drug mule or something. You feel me?
What the fuck?
Hopefully you just taking that
imagination be going crazy.
Might just be you and your profile.
But here's where it flipped. Because at first, it really did feel like you could meet your true love online. Y'all both have the same humor. You're finishing each other's sentences like it's a cheesy rom-com. Everything is going great. But by the time you get home, you get a notification, your phone lights up, and it reminds you that there are 30 other contenders waiting. And suddenly, that person that you just shared a special moment with, it isn't seeming that special anymore.
Nowadays, you go on a really good date, you come home, you scroll social media, oh, that girl's hot, ooh, new Hinge match. All of a sudden, the date that you went on that was really good, that you would love to follow up with, is no longer relevant, and you're on to the next one.
Here's where the term illusion of options comes in. We live in a time where you can swipe so much, have endless choices of love and partners, that commitment stops feeling like a blessing and becomes more of a curse instead. Now we have
because you start seeing, you look at everything that I'm missing out on. Like, that's the illusion in your brain that you start thinking
many people not wanting to settle, not wanting to be tied down in serious relationships because they don't want to close the door on possibilities that they've never even met yet.
Imagine your girl posted this right here.
Nigga,
you know how many women in my DM right now? Why the fuck would I compromise or something with you when I could go out here and get a woman who don't care about it?
So you may hear phrases like, why settle for less? Don't let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your husband.
I've seen that. That's sickening. That's a sickening thing to say. I've seen that.
My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment. You know, like, just a great guy, but for somebody else. And we didn't break up because of anything that he did to me, anything that I found out or anything that I did to him. We literally broke up because just of small things that led me to understand that this was not my husband. And so I needed to make room for him.
Yeah, see, this is somebody that you're not going to get happy. Like, she claims she knows exactly what she wants, and she thinks she can get exactly what she wants because of social media. Because of social media, she feels as if, bro, everything is not gonna be perfect with no human. You feel me? You gotta literally find, like, you gotta see this person and say, no, let us, but like, you're never settling. I'm not saying that.